Tonight on Southwest Local News. Roma Britnell criticises the handling of the state's big build project. Warrnambool paramedics continue to prove exceptional in response and handover time. The Croydon Field Day kicks off today with the event continuing tomorrow. And in sport, the Port Fairy Marathon takes place this Sunday with funds raised supporting a local school.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. Member for Southwest Coast Roma Britnell has delivered a stinging address in State Parliament. On Wednesday, Ms Britnell attacked the government's handling of the Big Build project. She said money spent on the Big Build could have been used for essential projects in the southwest. Her address came on the same day Attorney General Sonia Kilkenny released a statement saying it was reckless for anyone to make unfounded claims of a $15 billion cost to taxpayers from the Big Build. Ms Kilkenny said the line between fact and allegation had now been blurred.
I am outraged by the waste and mismanagement we continue to see from the Allen Labor government. Last week's explosive report, rotting from the top, laid bare something every Victorian should be furious about. The money you and we all pay in taxes, money meant for hospitals, schools, roads and keeping us safe, instead of being siphoned off to bikies and organised crime through the new notorious Big Build project. I'll bet we won't see the Premier posing in her hard hat now. And what does the Premier say? That people don't care about corruption? Well, our community in Southwest Coast care. We care because every dollar wasted is a dollar stolen from our community. The sums involved are so staggering they are almost impossible to comprehend. It equates to $5,000 at least per household. $5,000 and probably more. This is why we don't have enough for basic services every government has a fundamental responsibility to provide. We should have more nurses, police officers and teachers. We should have services strengthened, roads repaired, public houses built and our vulnerable community supported. Instead, we're left missing out. Our region, our state, our people are being shortchanged by a tired, arrogant state Labor government that seems to have forgotten who they actually serve.
Warrnambool paramedics have again proved themselves as leading figures in their field. Statistics from Ambulance Victoria show Warrnambool achieved the best results in the state for the final quarter of 2025. In that time, Warrnambool paramedics attended 82.1% of Code 1 patients within the benchmark timeframe 15 minutes, the best result in Victoria. This comes as the wider Barwon Southwest region reduced its clearing time average from 30.1 minutes to 22.6. The clearing time relates to an ambulance crew completing their patient handover and being available to attend another case. The Croydon Field Days and the Croydon Show have kicked off in style at Victoria Park. Over 80 exhibitors are part of the event, which started today and will continue into Saturday. This is the second year the event has been held and is seen as a replacement for the former Acme Field Days in Allensford. Fitzmedia's Anthony Brady reports.
Hi guys, Anthony Brady out here at the Croydon Field Days. It's on today and tomorrow out at Victoria Park. It's a fantastic setup. And today we got around and spoke to a couple of key people who were helping put this event on. Graham, how's it all looking?
Shaping up real well, Anthony. Yes, it's coming together real good. We're more than happy with it at the moment. It's lots of stalls here and a lot of great interest in the whole Field Days and show.
And Philly, you know, there's a need for this since Acme's sort of gone out at Allensford, and there seems to be a real need and a real thirst for it.
Obviously so, Braid, yeah, because last year, as you know, we had one day, and the support we got from the people that, machinery people and that sort of thing, the report we got from them was we need 2 days. So this year we've gone 2 days. We've got the oval is full, whereas last year we had horses on the oval, but it's full of the smaller stuff that doesn't cause too much damage. And we've got lucky enough to get Eugene Freeman's paddock out the back, and it is full of machinery. I would hate to think how much money is involved with all this machinery that's in here today. But a wonderful display. What's not here you don't want. Simple as that.
Yeah, no, it's a good display.
And look, as far as kids and things like that, there's great entertainment over there. And, you know, there's plenty of food stands, ice creams and things like that. So, yeah, it caters for everybody. And I suggest if you're listening to this or whatever, yeah, come down to Victoria Park and you'll have a great day.
A new look Croyd show. You excited about the weekend ahead?
Absolutely. We've got some great entries in the Art and Craft Pavilion. Cooking demonstrations all day Saturday. So Saturday we have Jane Doe coming, have Boltana Farms. We have myself doing scone baking, Noodledorf. Some great products are going to be made in the pavilion tomorrow, starting around 10 o'clock, finishing at about 3:30 on the hour, every hour.
Beautiful. And yeah, just had that traditional show stuff is obviously, just adds to everything, doesn't it?
It does. More, we could have taken more entries, but I don't know whether it's the time of the year when people come out of school, you know, just going back to schools. We really need the community to get involved in the art and craft in the cookery section.
And now they know that the change of date and everything has happened. The shows here,
Yeah.
that'll obviously improve as the years goes on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the weather, look at the weather.
Yeah, it's better than last year.
Absolutely.
Well done, Anthony Brady, on that report. Work on the De Grande Lane and Timor Street roundabout projects is about to get underway. Across the weekend, De Grande Lane will be closed to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, while what is now deemed a non-compliant footpath is demolished. This will be completed by Monday with a temporary path in place for access. From next Friday through till Sunday, there will be a full lane closure with a new footpath to be poured. The new 2.5 metre path will be ready for use on Monday, March the 2nd. From this date, the roundabout will be closed and will remain so until early April as renewal works take place. Warrnambool Relay for Life will be held tomorrow at Deakin University. The aim is to raise $60,000 with over $70,000 raised in 2025. Teams will walk laps of the Deakin Oval, with many taking part, doing so in memory of families and friends lost to cancer. Live music and food vans will be on site, with walkers of all ages set to take part. The Croyd Community Garden will hold an official launch on Sunday. The garden is located next to the town's library on High Street. Manual work began on creating the garden in October after a long period spent finding the best location. The official launch will begin at 11 a.m. and will include guest speakers and a barbecue. Avid readers will be happy a Hamilton tradition will continue next week. The Hamilton Anglican Church annual book fair will begin on Monday. The event will be held at the Hub Shopping Centre beginning at 10 a.m. The fair's been going for 35 years and over that time has raised over $350,000 for the charity. New volunteers to work at the book fair are welcome. The book fair will run from Monday to Friday and Saturday mornings until April the 1st. A special welcome is in the works for new residents to Southern Grampians Shire. On Tuesday, Southern Grampians Shire is holding a new residents function at Melville Oval. The evening will include light refreshments and live music and the opportunity for council staff to officially welcome new residents. Anyone wishing to attend can contact council to register for the event. A survey put together by the Victorian Department of Health is available for Southwest residents to complete. The department is hoping the survey will be filled in by people with lived experience of fertility services to help shape the future of fertility care in Australia. This includes those who have experience with assisted reproductive technology and in vitro fertilisation. It is also open for those who have used medicine to help release eggs, artificial insemination, freezing eggs, sperm or embryos for later use. The survey can be accessed at the State Department of Health website and is open until March the 31st. The treatment of Southwest residents with autism will take a step forward with the development of a new toolkit. Researchers from La Trobe University have launched a world-leading toolkit for healthcare professionals to better identify and support autistic adults at risk of suicide. 1 in 3 autistic people experiencing suicidal thoughts and autistic people are significantly more likely to die by suicide than the general population. The toolkit provides healthcare professionals with validated validated neuroaffirming tools to improve understanding, communication, screening and support for autistic adults at risk of suicide. If you or someone you know needs support, you can contact Lifeline at 13 11 14. That's all in general news, and after the break, we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
The Tyab Air Show is back March 1st, 2026. Watch Spitfires, Mustangs and incredible aerobatics take to the skies in an action-packed day for the whole family. Warbirds, classics and non-stop excitement. Don't miss it. Grab your tickets now at tyabairshow.com.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport. The sound of thousands of thundering feet will ring throughout Port Fairy this weekend. The annual Port Fairy Marathon and Running Festival will take place on Sunday. The event will include the marathon, a half marathon and 10km, 5km, 1.5km runs. Funds raised from the event will go to the Port Fairy Consolidated School. The marathon and half marathon will begin at 7 a.m. with all runs to be completed by 1 p.m.
Training has been up and down, to be honest, with Port Fairy. I have got a 14-week-old now, newborn baby, but he's been sleeping well. But honestly, Port Fairy is kind of my start to my season every year. So it's kind of just one to kind of just flush the legs, get it out there, and then look for some of your bigger city marathons later in the year. But it's just a nice, low-key marathon to start the year. There's something more special. It's like a small community vibe. So start line stress is a lot less. Finish line high is just as high because you got your family right there. You don't have to search around for them for half an hour or an hour. So it's different, but it's unique. And the lap format, it's a 4-lap format. And last year I loved the 4 laps. You know, the kids, family, they get to see you 8 times or more. So it's actually really good. I like the lap format. The course here is much nicer. You got coastal views the entire way pretty much. It's just a spectacular course, and it's so different to I've done ones in Rotterdam, in Melbourne, Sydney, London. You do all these big city marathons, and at the end of the day they all just feel like big cities, and to do one in like a small coastal town is actually more unique. People don't realise that, but it's more unique to find a small town that does a marathon vibe like Port Fairy.
Croyd's Taylor Byrne has put his name forward for an AFL debut in round 1. On Wednesday night, Byrne played his first practice game for the Blues against the Brisbane Lions. In an impressive display, Byrne kicked 3 goals as the Blues claimed victory. The Blues' first game of the season is against Sydney on March the 5th. Byrne was drafted to Carlton in November last year at pick 45. The small forward played for the Greater Western Victoria Rebels in 2025, as well as lining up for Croyd in the Hampton League Grand Final. The Grand Final may be a week away, but tomorrow brings with it a clash of the Titans. Warrnambool Gold and City Memorial Red will meet in the Western Region Bowl's Saturday Pennant Preliminary Final. The teams have met in many Grand Finals, but this time they'll be fighting to earn a place in this year's decider. The winner will face Portland in the Grand Final. The Preliminary Final will be played at Port Fairy. The Portland Football Netball Club is urging its members to have their say at local government level. Glenelg Shire Council has its 2026-2027 draft budget out for comment until February 27. The Tigers are asking members to put in a submission supporting the club's quest for new lights at their home ground, Hanlon Park. The club believes new lights are essential to provide a safe, reliable venue for players to train and play. Portland senior footballers return to finals in 2025 and are tipped to go even higher in 2026. That's all in sport. Today in Warrnambool, a top of 26 degrees and strong winds through the southwest. After the break, we'll go through the rest of the forecast. Back soon.
I specialise in finding you either your first home, your next home or your next investment property. All I've ever wanted to do was help people to be able to help them achieve their goals. I'm Teresa and I'm from Warrnambool Finance Co.
Hi, it's Libby from the Vet Group. We are offering discounted standard desexing for dogs and cats for a limited time. Your pet will receive the Vet Group's gold standard level of care at a reduced cost. Terms and conditions apply. Contact the Vet Group, Wollaston, Timboon or Portland clinics and book in your furry friend today. Remember, two's a company but a litter is a crowd. The Vet Group, making pet care easy.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
The Tyab Air Show is back March 1st, 2026. Watch Spitfires, Mustangs and incredible aerobatics take to the skies in an action-packed day for the whole family. Warbirds, classics and non-stop excitement. Don't miss it. Grab your tickets now at tyabairshow.com.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. A mostly sunny day tomorrow. Sunday, cloudy around the state, and Monday, a mostly sunny day. Now to the forecast. Port Fairy tomorrow, a cloudy day. Sunday, 26 degrees with 10 millimetres to fall. No rain on Monday with a top of 20 with no rain. Over in Mortlake tomorrow, a top of 31 degrees with northwesterly winds. On Sunday, showers are easing with a top of 29 degrees and 15 millimetres to fall. Thunderstorms are expected in the morning and in the afternoon. Monday, a mostly sunny day with light winds. In the Colac and Camperdown region tomorrow, cloud is beginning to clear with a top of 30 degrees with 20-kilometre winds. Sunday, showers increasing with a top of 28 degrees, 15 millimetres expected to fall and a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. On Monday, a mostly sunny day with a top of 23 degrees. Looking further into the week, cloudy for the rest of the week. In Port Campbell tomorrow, a top of 25 degrees with a mostly sunny day. Sunday, showers are expected and a top of 27 degrees with 15 millimetres to fall. Monday, a mostly sunny day with a top of 20 degrees. Home to Warrnambool tomorrow, partly cloudy day with a top of 25. Sunday, showers increasing with a top of 27. 10 millimetres to fall with 30-kilometre winds. Monday, partly cloudy with a top of 20. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether that be online, on podcast or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedia's Facebook page. Until Monday, have a great and safe weekend from the team at Southwest Local News.